listening to the Hanging from the Rafters podcast.
I dislike it on a personal level.
I dislike it extremely. I don't hate it, but I dislike it to the point where if you don't stop, I may hit you.
With Chris Rafter.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Why don't you go back to fucking France or wherever the hell you're from?
Pull it out. Let's see it. What are we even fucking doing here?
Austin Rafter.
I can't believe what's happening to me. You ain't going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Bryce Silver.
Gonorrhea syphilitis. I got it from this one tramp that I was with. Come on, you idiot. You gotta. What do you mean? Anyway, brother, here's Wonderwall.
And Tim Morris.
Do you think the mimes actually stab people, or do you think they just mime it? Jamie, can you pull up a video of somebody's head being crushed by sonar? That'd be great.
Well, pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Sound like it's all just him
Yeah.
saying a bunch of shit.
We've had the good fortune of like actually talking to that dude, and he'll whip that accent out anytime.
Whip his penis out.
He'll whip his dick right out.
Speaking of whipping your penis out, you're listening to Hanging from the Rafters podcast. I'm here with Austin and Bryce. Tim is, he's having a consultation for his sex change. And if you'd like to donate to Tim's sex change, our Patreon is patreon.com/Hanging for the Rafters. $5 a month gets you access to all the episodes.
And personal.
Plus, Tim will now have a vagina.
He may sell you.
We got
his
all your
penis when
letters.
it's cut off.
We got all your letters, and now he's going to have a vagina.
Tim's gonna sell his dick afterward.
He's going to sell it or put on eBay.
So if you are in the market for a 3-inch penis, help us. Help donate to this cause and get Tim a sex change. It's not like they actually make the penis into a vagina, like they say that they do. They're actually
don't be weird.
They're just cutting it off this time.
They're just going to whack it right off.
Yeah, they're gonna whack it off, then they're gonna hack it off.
They're going to whack him off, they're going to whack it off, and then they're going to hack it off.
Then
Do
they're
you think
gonna
there's like a penis
Brought to you
size
with
that's too small
stamps.com.
mold?
What's that?
You know they do those like penis molds, how they have like vagina molds for whatever. I think there's like your penis is too small. Sorry, dude. We can't do this.
Yeah, right. Oh, see, sir, we would love to do, or ma'am, I'm sorry, this sex change operation for you, but the problem is your dick is tiny.
Sir, this is mainly gunt. I mean, what am I supposed to mold your fucking fupa, dude? Get the hell out of
It's
here.
always the worst. When you go to the doctor, it's always
artist.
the worst. And like anything to do with your penis, it's the fucking worst hang days of ever.
Oh, always.
Of all time. It's probably because you're stressed out, so you're just like, you're not feeling relaxed and the hang's not going there, but fucking, it's always like, come on, motherfucker. Like, can you get out of the room for a minute? I'm going to jack off. Just get this started. I'm not trying to be hard. I just don't want to have a tiny penis.
I'm just not trying to embarrass myself in
It's
front of my
always-
general practitioner.
The only time I remember one time I went in because my balls were hurting, and like, of course, that time you get the fucking hottest nurse.
Yeah.
And it's like, God damn it,
She's
come
like,
on. Like,
what seems to be the problem?
she went and talked about it later on.
Oh, yeah,
with
she
the
definitely
other
did.
nurses.
And his hang down was weak, man. I'm
Some
sorry.
fat guy with a tiny dick.
Doc, the nurse is fucking hot.
You got all prepped. You
If you
fucking
could stifle yourself.
you wore your fucking basketball shorts so that you're free and everything like that. And this motherfucker decides to turtle on you. You're like, you piece of shit.
Cocksucker.
You cocksucking dick. Yeah, that's never a good time. It's always like when you're doing in high school was always when you went for the hernia test. Fortunately, when you were in when you did it with the team doctor, he wouldn't want to do that. He just felt your abdomen, which is really weird to me because then you think about it and it's like, who is doing a worse job? Is it the team doctor or is it the actual doctor who just wants to touch on your nuts?
Just wants to fill you up,
Yeah, it's like let me get a handful of that.
I mean, he only gets a little bit, it's very boring to be a doctor. Every once in a while, you get to touch someone's penises.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so I have a sore throat, doc. So, all right, cool. So how have you been eating? Blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm going to need you to drop your pants. And puts on a glove. He's like, I'm just going to stick my finger in your asshole for a minute just to check your internal temperature with a thermometer, sir? No, I'm just doing this with my finger.
Oh, no, dude.
Just my middle finger.
And you're going to hear a slide. Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to feel around in there and just see if I feel anything.
No, you're going to, that's
like
that's
love.
Great. Yeah, the doctor doesn't say you're gonna feel a pinch. He says you're gonna hear a ooh yeah. you're gonna hear a
You're gonna feel like you love me for a minute, but you don't.
I feel like
It's just because of my fingers in your
if I
ass.
were a doctor, anytime you do that test, every time it's like, whoa, that's not right.
Uh-oh.
That's not right. And like,
Is it always
And then,
look
you,
like
and then
this?
you finish it. Then you finish.
you're
You go.
fine.
Then you go. Oh, never mind. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, never mind. What was it? What was it, doc? Nothing.
Just keep muttering that I've felt better.
It'd be funny if the doctor too. He tells you after he does that. He's like, all right. So you'll just go ahead and go to the reception desk, and they'll set you up for a dinner date with me on Friday.
Yeah.
We'll go out and have some drinks. You know.
If you'd like to see, there's a mold of my penis in room 5.
Yes. So you see this.
I use it to show the kids about their penises.
You see this? These anatomy pictures over here. Those are me. Yes, that's very generous. I know.
I
Doctors
mean,
just.
there is a lot of paper mache that went into that. It's a paper mache penis.
Yeah, my daughter made it actually.
Yeah. Well, 3rd grade. you
Yeah.
know.
She's getting better.
It's funny. I did just see like this kit to like mold your dog's paw, and I just thought about it.
Mold your dog's
Like,
penis.
it'd be funny.
To remember him by, you know.
I'm just gonna get a picture of his penis tattooed on me at some point.
Yep,
You
that's
That's my dog's Red Rocket.
Yeah.
What's
no,
that one
not
right
even
there?
the red rocket. Like just when it's just the little thing
yeah, just a hand
attached to his body. And it's just a picture of that, so I remember him.
to remember him by. Yeah, yeah, that's Luke right there. That's,
Yeah,
I
he
had
had a
him
hell
for-
of a cock. I'll
Yeah,
tell you right
I
now.
know.
You
He
should
had
have
a-
seen it in its glory.
You ain't never seen a set like this on a
Yeah.
dog there, Clark.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
Those
my
are
God.
elephant balls, I'll tell you right now.
I don't know how he sits down. Frankly, I was gonna get those molded too, but
The other day he came and he stole my breakfast. I was like, where do you get the ball? Oh,
that's right there.
nope, those are huge.
There they are,
You
dragging
know
on
what?
the
You can have
ground.
my breakfast and you can sleep with my wife.
You apparently have the fucking cojones to do it. Son of a bitch. Dog
This,
stole my wife.
this dog's walking around here with these huge balls. Like the set on this motherfucker. Makes me feel like less of a man.
Walking around with 2 grapefruits.
Honey, quit looking at the dog.
Please stop.
Leave him alone.
I'm gonna call the cops again.
Leave the dog alone.
Those molds always kind of like seemed funny to me because it's like, oh hey, like this could be a Valentine's gift, and I just feel like that's never gonna end out the way you think it is. Like you're gonna give it to your girlfriend or your wife, and she's gonna be like, why would I fucking want this?
Why don't I?
And it's like, well, it's
No,
it's
that's
a mold.
post bye-bye time. You get it later after the dog has passed away. Then you get that. Not
the
before, because then it
penis.
just makes him think about that.
You meant the penis.
I meant
Oh.
the penis. Yeah.
Yeah,
dog- the dog
I
penis.
stick with exactly what I just said. When the dog has passed away, and you're giving it time to grieve or whatever, and you're like, we're gonna have something to remember by. Here's a mold of his
Here's
penis.
a mold of his penis.
And she's like, I heard about people doing this with paws, and you're like, those people are gay.
That's weird.
Whoa.
Anyway, happy Valentine's Day.
Easy.
honey.
Here's his cock. Don't be weird.
Yeah, but it's like it always seemed like if you're gonna do that for like your girlfriend or your wife, she'd just be like, oh, it'd be like when you gave her like I don't know like a gift she didn't want. You'd be like, oh, thanks, it's wonderful.
Thanks.
And the reason for that is like, bro, like she already sleeps with you. Do you really think she wants a toy of your dick?
Bro,
Like,
I need a toy of someone else's dick.
she's all, this is great and all, honey. Can you make it more realistic next time? Maybe make it a little more flaccid.
Here's one of my friends, Steve.
Yeah.
Is this better?
Yeah, do you have a
Stop
mold
being-
of Steve's dick? That would be better for me.
Yeah.
Stop being hard
Steve's-
halfway
he
through.
looks
Yeah,
like-
yeah, right. Can it go limp randomly, and then you say it's the whiskey?
We've all
I
watched
swear.
Steve walk around. He's kind of got a hobble, and we know why.
We know the reason.
Can it
So-
fall onto me with a shitload of extra weight on top of it?
Ugh.
Yeah, it never seemed like a good idea. Conversely, like the men wanting the one of their wife's pussy or whatever, like that one always seemed weird to me too because like after a while, like they always make that same joke in wedding movies where they're like, it's just one vagina for the rest of your life, dude. It's just one.
Real smart, Frank.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Real smart, man.
You see my wife? Did she look happy to you?
I
Always
just-
looking, watching, judging. Look at the baby. Look at the baby.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Yeah, I just feel like it's like after a while you're just kind of like, what do I have this for? Like, they're right there. You know, hey, honey, do you want to have sex? No. And it's like, all right.
This would have been better when you didn't live here.
Yeah, I would have loved. Can you run to the liquor store for like 20, 30 minutes? I want to use the mold of your vagina.
Mold.
I'm gonna fuck you while you're gone.
Yeah, maybe then I'll get laid.
Let's see you later.
Sweetie, don't come in. I'm gonna be using the mold.
The mold. It's a realistic.
She's
mold.
like, I don't know to be creeped out or flattered.
Yeah, it's like it just seems odd.
Anyway, I'm gonna go kill small animals.
Would it be worse if it was another woman's though? If it was like a porn star's vagina? Fine, you wanna fuck me? I'm gonna go fuck Jenna Jameson then, bitch.
I don't know. Sex toys of your significant other just seems weird. Like the whole point of it being a sex toy is that it's not that. It's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if it's just a sex toy, just a random woman? I'm gonna go fuck Carol.
Yeah.
Fuck the homeless woman down the street. I molded her pussy.
Fuck the mold of the old gross bitch at fucking work. It's like, oh,
I'm
God.
gonna go fuck the old Betty, my first grade teacher. How about that? I'll be in my office. doing
Imagine
business.
that. Imagine approaching your significant other's like coworkers and be like, hey, I wanted to get her a penis mold or a vagina, whatever gender you are.
She seemed to really love yours.
And you know, I figured it'd be really weird, not weird, but just you know, regular to give her one of mine. So I thought maybe you can do the penis mold for me. And they're like, I'm calling HR, like immediately.
He's like, I mean, like, who's gonna do it? Oh, me.
Yeah.
I am the HR
I
rep.
will be doing it.
Yeah.
I am the artist. You know,
Hey.
That's what I do.
And they're just like,
Get it for a
"I'm the
friend."
Probably why
HR
she
rep.
likes your
You're
penis
fired."
more.
Get it for a friend. Hey, you know, your wife's birthday. I got her a gift. Here you go.
I gotta get this my penis.
It's a gift of my penis in
Oh.
mold form.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you can thank me over at the barbecue next weekend.
Don't regift that to your aunt.
Nah, please
I got
don't.
you.
She's already had some, huh?
Have you seen
Hey.
those videos where they'll fill like a fucking wrapping paper and shitload of balls, and they'll have like a one hanging for a dog to pull down and just have him fall all over him. You just do that for a woman with dildos. Oh, there's dildos all over.
just like fall everywhere. I was watching Curb Your Enthusiasm before I came over, and it was this episode where for a person's birthday party, it was obviously adults. They got a dick-shaped birthday cake,
Oh yeah.
and Larry didn't know that, so he's like just eating the cake, and then they show it to him, and he's like, "Oh, this is disgusting! You fed me your dick, you know, right?" And then like later, he has to get a cake for a kid's birthday, but there's no place that's open, so he goes there and
Dick
gets
cake.
a
Oh,
dick cake for the
gross.
kid, and they're like, "We can't give this to the kid, Larry," and they're all looking at him like, "You're disgusting." And he goes, "No good." So later that night, he's fucking eating the dick cake, and he goes up to bed to go to his wife. She's like, "Where have you been?" And he's like, "I was just eating a piece of dick." It's fucking great. He tries to do it for a kid's birthday party because there's no other place that
Honey,
has
your
it.
doctor said you're not supposed to be eating dick right before before bed or breakfast.
I was just having a slice of dick.
I just wish of The Office when fucking Ed Helms' character, he's trying to get his like girlfriend back, and they're going to break up with his ex at the time, or,
Uh-huh.
like his current girlfriend.
What's wrong, baby? Oh,
What is
the
it?
dog is barking.
Timmy's stuck in the well.
Oh, why are you crying?
He's dead.
Yep. You know what it is? He senses evil. Tim's almost home.
It must be
He
it.
said he'll be home in a minute, so
Yes,
that's why.
Satan.
Yes, Satan.
There is a demon living in our presence. If the demon, if you can hear us, blink twice if you're in danger. Oh wait, I can't see the demon. I always felt like that was like every fucking Russian propagandist that's on the news these days. It's just like every time it's like they say something, it's just like they blink hard twice every time they say something. And Russia will not stand for these threats from Ukraine. Blink.
Just the entire
blink.
time he's doing SOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the fucking?
No, we know.
Vladimir Putin is our dear leader. Blink, blink.
Remember they did that in that the V for Vendetta movie where the like main character girl, she's watching the news and she's like, she's lying. It's like, how do you know? She blinks a lot when she lies.
Oh shit! I haven't seen that movie in forever, to be honest.
It's
I
apparently
just saw it in theaters,
apparently
that's it.
Alan Moore fucking hates it. The guy who created V for Vendetta. 'Cause he
Oh,
didn't
Alan
wanna
Moore
be
hates everything.
He didn't want it to be like a left versus right thing. It was supposed to be like the epitome of like pure anarchy versus like fucking a fully fascist government.
That's
It's not
literally what
supposed-
left versus right is.
But,
I don't know what
guess
it means,
left
but I
versus
like
But
it.
I love
anarchy.
it. Anarchy, anarchy. Yeah, a bunch of anarchists. They just don't want to work, man. They're just lazy.
Yeah, it's just
Just a bunch of lazy
asses.
bums. I don't want to go to a job. I don't want to pay
That's
taxes.
a fucking King of the Hill. Over,
Anarcha,
he's
get a
trying to-
job.
He's trying to like hire a new employee, and he's going to hire this old dude. He's like, "There's these big gaps of employment gaps for you." He's like, "Well, in whatever 62, 63, there was whatever president, so I was on the welfare." And then in 77 to 70, whatever, there's another president. So I was on the welfare, and then 80 to whenever fucking what's his name, the peanut farmer was president. I was on the welfare.
He's just constantly on welfare.
Anytime there was a liberal president, he was on welfare.
So I was on the welfare. I mean, hey man, if it worked for you and you like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really fathom anarchy. Everybody goes like, well, people will do the services and jobs that
They
they
certainly
want.
will not.
No,
They will not. And if they do, they'll get robbed.
Well, it's the same people.
What about
also,
human history makes you think
Well,
that?
it's the
Yeah.
same, it's the same people want this like full libertarian, like privatized police and fire departments. Like my house is on fire, it's gonna catch your house on fire. So what do we do about that one? Because I didn't pay my my firefighter bill.
Didn't pay
this
for
month.
shit. Yeah.
In fact, I haven't paid it for 6 months because I assume the fire's not gonna happen, or you guys will take care of it. So what's
Well,
gonna
they'll
happen?
pull up and they'll be like, "We stopped this fire with your house here. I just need you to sign right here."
Or fucking it's
That'll be
And here,
$50,000.
whatever. It's like
50,000.
gangs in New York when they pull up and they're
Yeah.
like, "This house too gone. Everyone just robbed the next building."
Yeah,
My house
exactly.
isn't even on fire.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, no, that's gone, baby. You wish it was
You
on
love it?
fire.
Yeah, at this point, you wish it was just on fire. 'Cause
Yeah.
now your wife's getting raped too,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
you'd be losing property, but yeah, your wife ain't getting raped by the
Do you
fire.
have a you should probably get like a fire truck.
Yeah, but
Everyone's house should have their own fire truck. Anarchy.
we were asking for you to invest in a small fire truck for your own home and a small police squad car.
Is it
and
too much to ask?
I don't know what about anarchy
I don't
or
think I have
libertarianism
the
in
proper
their pure
tools
sense.
on do you have like a loaded gun?
Maybe a stick of dynamite or a hand grenade.
Hand grenades.
Yeah, like I mean, okay, so let's just say we do anarchy in like some sense. Like, what's to stop anybody from just being like, oh well, we're invading that place now? Like that's the
Yeah.
first thing that'll happen, right? Like the United States is now an anarchist society, and that's like Canada just be like, well, that's ours, immediately. Like,
All I heard was pussy. I'm going in.
yeah, exactly. I heard there was pussy around here. I'm trying to fuck it.
I'd say, have you ever seen a movie called The Domestics?
No.
It's like a small, kind of indie-ish end of the world movie.
It's a
and
man,
it
been a man
really
that beats
just,
his
like,
wife.
shit goes to hell and fucking everything. Like, there are the people who are trying to be nice and good, and they're called domestics. And then there's the rest of the people who fell into fucking pure anarchy and a
Right.
fucking doomsday.
Yeah. I mean, you see it in all the shows. Now, granted, it's a portrayal. These are all portrayals.
Yeah,
We don't
of
really
course.
know what it'll be like. But you can kind of imagine that if things really do go to shit the way that they portray it in TV shows, in terms of what the surroundings will look like, right? No
Yeah.
medical staff, no nothing. Yeah, you need resources. You are robbing and killing your neighbor.
Don't dead open, son.
Yeah. I mean, immediately, like, your first policy is kill anything that moves.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to get robbed. You don't want to get shot. You don't want your food taken from you or poisoned or anything like that.
I also like everyone thinks that they'll just be fucking cold blooded when that shit happens and
Nope.
just shooting your neighbors left and right. And
Nope.
it's like, I don't think that you would.
No.
Have you killed even an animal? No. Then I think you're gonna have a problem
You'll
killing a person
hesitate.
you know.
Yeah, you'll hesitate. And then the first person you do kill, you'll feel like shit for
Yeah,
a
you're
long
gonna
time.
have a lot of regret.
Right,
Yeah.
and then opportunity number 2 will come about. You'll hesitate again because you felt really bad. Or let's say you don't, right, and you do become a killing machine, then that's cool and all, but more than likely in the span of that first kill and the next opportunity, you'll probably die.
It'll be probably more like the road.
You're killing yourself and you don't believe
Another
it.
fucked up end of the world movie. With,
Yeah.
What's his name? Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo
like,
Morgenstein.
Viggo Morgenstein.
I'm that guy from Lord of the Rings, Viggo Morgenstein.
And it's like the fucking this dude and his son, and like it's another fucking end of the world. And half the premise is that like he keeps telling his son, "It's like we have 2 bullets in this. If something happens to me, you kill yourself because you're gonna get eaten."
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Is that the? No, that's The Walk. I was gonna say that's Stephen King book, right?
That's a Stand.
Read.
The Stand
Stand.
is like
Respect.
that one. The premise is like a
Walk.
fucking big. It's a pandemic that causes. They just did a
No,
short
the
of
one
about
where
it.
they have to keep walking, and if they stop, they die. I thought that's what
Oh.
you were talking about, but I obviously I now know that we're not
never
talking
heard
about
that
that.
one.
I never heard of that one.
Nikki told me about it. She's
She's a goddamn
read a
liar.
lot of those books.
Tell her I said so.
Yeah, I'll let her know. Nikki,
You know what? I went to Raptors tonight. He said that book you were telling me about
fucking
is
liar.
horse
Doesn't
shit.
yeah, he said you're full of shit.
See, he's made up a
He
book.
seems pretty astute. He was smiling a lot. You know what? He didn't mean it. Never mind.
That was a joke, apparently. Can I come back in, please?
I just caught up. I just caught up.
Please.
Can I please come back in the
Can
house,
I come back in the house?
please? I don't
The
think I can
dog's
sleep when
sleeping
it's
in my spot.
yeah.
Why are the police here? No, I didn't threaten her. Get the fuck away from me.
You always do this, bitch.
Fucking
I'll
pigs.
fucking kill you, bitch. Get him. Let me in
Pigs.
there.
My friends didn't die face down in
Man,
the
you see
mud
that
for you to
fucking-
act like this.
That dude and his girlfriend in San Jose who got their asses whipped by the cops.
No.
They got a fucking noise complaint at like it's the girl's birthday.
Oh, well, then
and-
they deserved it.
and they
Oh, they
decided
went
to
to
go
party at a
hotel
hotel.
for the night. It's 8 p.m. like 8:30 at night. Get a noise complaint. Turn it down. At least they claim they turn
Oh,
it
in
down.
the hotel, the Islanders,
lying.
right? They're Islanders.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. And the cops show up and they
Yeah.
fucking like the girls like they're trying to just be like all this shit like you guys need to get out. We're gonna let you stay, but you need to show us some ID. You need to come fucking do all this shit. And the girl's like, I'm fucking like working to be a cop, motherfucker. No, you don't need to do that shit. Pulls her boyfriend, slams the door closed. They get it back open. Now they're tasing both of them motherfuckers. There's some fucking. She gets shot with the riot gun. He tries to like jump firm and gets the shit fucking smacked at him with the
Yeah.
clubs.
Oh, I'll
and
tell
they
you, man.
sued. They just
Next time,
they
don't
just,
do that.
Won $400,000.
I think it's worth more to know what the cops are going to do than it is to know your rights.
Yeah.
I think just at some point it's worth more knowing that they're looking for a reason.
Stand
not
up
even
for your
Well, that,
rights.
not even a good reason either.
It's like that girl cop who just got in trouble, and she only got a 10-hour suspension, but she's like made a fucking TikTok or whatever. They're like, if you have a cop behind you, get the fuck out of the way. We can go 100 miles an hour. I can go that all day, and I'll find a reason to pull you over and get you arrested. And it's
Jesus.
like she's just like,
mean,
oh,
you can
you're
pull
being a
over for
little
weaving
blatant, being like,
inside your
I
lane.
can just make up shit and arrest people
Yeah.
as I feel like.
Yeah, it's
He was
literally-
weaving in the lane. What?
Yeah.
The lane's only like slightly bigger
Yeah.
than their car length. How
That
could be
doesn't
weaving
matter.
in it? Nah, he's weaving in it. You know
Yeah.
what? I smell marijuana.
Yeah, I smell marijuana and booze.
I drove by and I'm slightly elevated in his car. I saw a gun.
I thought I saw a bunch
Pretty
of cocaine
sure
under,
I saw-
under the car.
I think he had cocaine just all over the front of the car.
Yeah, when he gestured
Yeah.
at me, it looked like he
Yeah.
had a knife.
Crime scene, the car covered in cocaine.
Yeah, what does he say? It's like a classic example.
I was thinking fucking what's his name? Hannibal Buress' joke. He's like his teeth were 32 tiny white guns.
What is wrong with you,
God
baby?
damn.
wrong with you?
What is it? You're all
Tim is
flipped
home.
out. You gotta chill. You know what? Why don't you move out?
I can't tell. Yeah, why don't you get a job and get the
You know
fuck
what
out
probably
of
make you less freaky is if you got a job.
here. That'll batten you right down.
I
Here,
graduated
we'll
second grade. My
practice
dad
an
told me
interview
to
right
get a
now.
job.
Tell me a time when you could have done something in or
And then
you
you didn't do it.
you're gonna smell the floor.
That's,
This is probably not gonna be good in your
this
interview.
is not doing well for your interview, dog.
Just, oh shit, he's on to something. He's on to something. Would you like to tell the listeners what you found?
Get out of my face. Get out of my face. That's what you do. Is they start asking you questions, then you start asking them questions, and
that's
then you
what,
flip
like,
that shit.
Those fucking those Pop Brothers at Law guys I used to follow. They're like two lawyers who are all about weed things.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have that script that's just like it makes sense. You probably should do this, especially if you are like fucking you ride with weed in your car or anything. You're probably like you'll get jammed up on the spot, but
Oh,
in
yeah.
the long run you won't. And that's their whole thing. They're like,
Well, it's for the
remember,
eventual
cops aren't your
case.
motherfucking friends. They're here to get you arrested.
Oh, yeah.
They don't care about you. You're not a citizen. You're a
no.
fucking potential
They're here
suspect.
to have a good relationship
Yeah.
with the DA who is looking for convictions.
What's that? Like that.
That's
fucking
why they settle
Adnan
so
Syed
often
guy.
because the settlement is still a conviction.
Can you
Yeah.
fuck off? That Adnan Syed guy, they made that fucking podcast, the serial one about where he essentially got like framed for he
It's
has
not
a
about
little bit
Captain
of
Crunch.
evidence. He wasn't necessarily framed. It was more like he got a little bit of evidence that pointed towards him being in the area of like a murder. And so they were just like all gung ho that like, yeah, it's him, and we're not going with anyone else despite any other evidence. Now it comes now some evidence. Yeah, I guess back's hurting again. Now it's coming out that like they found a car and it might be two new people, and they're gonna have to let him out.
Oh, God.
He got fucking thrown in jail in 1999.
Yeah, dude. There's
That
all
fool's
kinds of people
fucking
getting
probably
released.
pissed.
There's people getting released on DNA evidence
It's a
now. like-
oopsie daisy on our part.
yeah.
Well, so you know they'll be able to play it off as not their fault by being like all the evidence pointed to him being him until we found this new evidence that exonerated
Right.
him. So it's not our fault.
That's
that
how they get it. There's actually an episode of Curb. My friend told me, at least. I don't know how true this is, but they film at a baseball game. They do that actually pretty not frequently, but they do it for a few episodes where they're at a baseball game or a basketball game. Anyhow, they go to a Dodgers game, and
Let's
They're filming-
track down what team it was.
they're filming live in the stadium, and apparently there's a dude who was arrested previously.
Oh yeah.
and he got let off because they basically his alibi was that he was at the game, and he couldn't prove it for whatever
Was he in
reason.
jail for like 5 years or something like that?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I don't
It was
know.
a cool amount of time.
But he was there in frame in the episode, and they're like,
yeah.
oh
He's
shit,
sitting right there.
Yeah, I remember reading about that. Like his lawyer, he was in jail for like 5 years for it, and then his lawyer was still working on it because he's like, motherfucker, I am innocent.
That's the best
and
part.
so they
is
finally found this shit, and he was like, yeah.
When they let him out, they got to
it's
play
great
the.
that there's really no like, oops.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Well, you're
That'd be
supposed to feel
perfect.
lucky that you didn't get to spend the rest
Maybe
of your life.
That's the
Sue.
perfect real life scenario to play the theme music right when you let him out. Because like that, it's supposed to show that the character's a fool, you know.
So, yeah, especially when they probably do a half-ass apology. They're like, we feel sorry for
Yeah,
that
very.
this happened to you.
Big mistake.
It's not our fault, but
We will receive no repercussions for our actions.
don't even try
I'm
to
sorry,
sue
but it
us.
wasn't my fault.
What is that? Qualified immunity? Ain't that a drug?
Qualified
ain't that a
immunity. We got 4 minutes, but it's just sitting there. Just grab it.
We got 4
Sit
minutes
down,
sitting there.
sit.
You can take these 4 minutes.
You can
Alright.
take
You can
these,
shove them up your
these
ass.
broken wings.
if
Take
you
these broken
take.
wings. You know, I didn't know that fucking they do,
Yeah.
the
You smell like cigarettes.
Office episode where fucking
That's fucking
It does
alright.
smell like cow shit. The episode of The Office where the Ryan is like
Most
fucking-
of the time.
pretend he's all sad because he thought who's his name did Tracks of My Tears.
Gross.
Fucking who did that song? The Tracks of My Tears.
I don't know.
Smokey Robinson. He thought Smokey Robinson died, and then like they look at him, he didn't. And then it's like he's playing in this city. It's It's like $150. You're a huge fan, right? And then, like they're trying to make him name songs. He's like Tracks of My Tears. Tracks of My Tears. You know that's like,
you know,
And like at one point, what's her name? Pam's is like Tears of a Clown. She's making fun of him. But there's an Andre Nicotina song called Tears of a Clown.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel like it's a reference to Nicotina.
it might be. It might be.
That would be cool.
Or
I
either
don't-
that
what
or-
show is this?
The Office.
Or maybe Nicotina made a song like that because he likes The Office.
I think
knows?
his album
Uh,
came out in '99.
So
that
the
album.
song, the
Ah.
song "Tears of a Clown." Like, if you saw the album work from that album, it's very much based on the painting.
It's based off his
Like the sad crying clown painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think it's based on
Obviously.
Tears in Heaven, the
The
popular
Eric
Yeah.
Clapton song.
Eric
That
Clapton
the song by that famous racist
Yeah,
guy.
who let him
Yeah.
fucking baby crawl out of your high rise? Pay more attention to your baby. That's on
Yeah.
you.
Hey,
No, dude.
you know what? He was
But,
doing
uh,
heroin, all right?
What that
He was
what-
on cocaine.
what that Pam thing reminded me of the League, where like Rafi doesn't realize that people are dead, and so he's bringing up.
Yeah.
So he's bringing up like it was like Tina Turner or something like that, and fucking Ruxin just goes, "Oh man, R.I.P." And Rafi's like, "No way. How does Michael Jackson feel about this?" And Ruxin's like, "Oh man."
Him, Elvis, and Tupac are cool with it.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see how Jaw feels. Oh, thank God he's still alive.
Ja feel?
Jaw definitely feel.
Ja feel.
So why do you got cow shit on your leg? You slip on a cow?
Tim's sitting
no,
here
we
doing
had him in
pull-ups
the.
over his
Pants
shit.
before sitting on the couch with cow shit pants.
Hell
no,
no.
right?
Tim's
I-
I know,
Why was
right?
your first instinct be like, should I get on right now?
Hell
I know I
yeah,
have cow
dude.
shit all over my
Yeah.
Hell
pants.
yeah.
But, instead
I
of
know I
This
changing
is-
said
this
yes,
is-
but you
this
didn't
is more
explain the
important.
shit.
This is more
It's
important.
not on the back, is it?
No, I had a cow in a like trying to get it into the chute so we could like brand it and everything, and it just wasn't fucking moving.
Made you its bitch.
And I was sitting behind it, like fucking, pushing on it with my feet and slapping it on its ass, and it finally got into the chute. And as soon as as soon as it got into the chute, it kicked its leg up and just threw a hunk of shit right at my fucking leg.
Oh,
that's
where did you
great.
learn this?
Bum, bum, bum. That's good for fucking anything, dog. They actually,
Fuck
there was
that.
I showed my Ukrainian coworker because she showed me a video of a tank where basically a Ukrainian, it's driving down the road and a Ukrainian dude like pops up out of the bushes and tosses a hand grenade in it, and these dudes just start jumping out of it while it's driving, and eventually it crashes into a tree. And the end of the clip ends with that, and I was all, I'll watch it with the volume on, and she's like, "This song is funny. What is this?" And I showed her the show. She's like, "This is fucking perfect. They should put this at the end of every one of them, like the one where the missile launches back at the fucking missile launcher." Let's see.
Oh,
What the hell is
man.
Brett Favre
Did you
doing
guys
here?
Did you guys all hear about Brett Favre's bullshit?
I'm here to commit welfare fraud, you dumbass.
So he in the state of
Guy
what
rules,
state
man.
is Wisconsin?
I thought
Yeah,
Mississippi.
same.
He's
Whatever,
showing someone.
whatever state he lives in.
He's in
fucking-
Mississippi.
He's in
Yeah,
Mississippi
he
now.
played it with
He didn't
idiots.
stay in
That's where he was born and
didn't
went to
stay in
school.
Wisconsin.
Everyone
So,
knows where
He's
in the
trash.
state of Mississippi, not Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre committed welfare fraud by conspiring with his daughter's college to take welfare money from the state and spend it on building the school a volleyball court so his daughter could play on a new volleyball court.
Fucking A.
Oh,
And
yeah, dude.
not only is this super
Got fucking
illegal,
rules,
but
dude.
they found text messages between him and the people involved asking, so nobody's going to find out about this, right?
That's the best
Like-
text message to have.
Oh.
Brett doesn't play by the rules.
He'd just be sending them Peter pictures
Yeah,
right out
clearly
there.
not.
No.
Well, that was great.
Plays
As
for keeps.
once when this all came out, the girl that like he sent the pictures of his dick to, she tweeted out, "Oh, so now he gets in trouble for
Yeah.
inappropriate text."
Yeah,
Yeah.
bitch, 'cause this is fucking some real shit. He's
Mhm.
taking money from the government. The
He didn't
government
just
cares.
He didn't just show the government his penis.
The
He
IRS
took
doesn't
money
give a
from
fuck
them.
about your dick pics. We're talking
Is
about
your dick
taxes
pics-
here,
Did
pal.
you make money on those dick pics? No, then we don't care.
The only people that are allowed to steal money are very, very rich people.
You're only
That's it.
sort of rich.
And that's
You're
it.
football rich. That's cute. You
Yeah.
play a game and that entertains me.
Oh, you have
When
$20
you're
million.
when you're a football owner rich, then you can try that shit.
Yeah, then you can give that a go.
Try it.
But they ain't gonna be no text messages.
Even
at
that, you're
point.
still not Bezos.
It's just like that
Right.
fucking Full House bitch thought she was gonna do that shit with her daughter at USC.
Oh,
Stupid.
She came out.
And Becky?
Isn't she arrested?
Oh,
Isn't she in
yeah.
jail too? She's doing like 5 years.
Yeah, that's right.
She got
I
the
think
1
she's
year.
done. She did like Martha Stewart time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did like
Well,
6
Martha Stewart
months.
did 3 years.
No, she did like
Did she?
6 months.
Yes,
and
she
then
did.
She got
She
a.
did a cool amount of time.
I thought she did like.
It was a white collar.
Oh,
issue.
yeah. She
was
It
in
like,
Gen
it's
Pop
like,
with the
what's his
homies.
name? It's like Tommy Chong. It was like Tommy Chong. It's
Ain't nobody
like you're
fucking
at
with her.
You're at a white collar federal prison, so like people are playing tennis and shit. Have you seen like pictures of Tommy Chong in jail? They're like in front of a fucking
But
tennis court.
Tommy
hitting
Chong?
these, like, dudes.
You could put Martha
Tommy
Stewart.
Chong?
You could put Martha Stewart in a regular jail, and she'd get along just fine because she'd know how to make
Well, I remember
all
the
the shit.
Matt TV
Yeah,
It's a good
actually.
Yeah.
thing.
I remember Matt TV actually did bits like that, whereas Martha Stewart like telling shit from jail, and it's like, do you need to shank your cellmate? Here's how you make a quick and easy homemade shank.
It's a good
So
thing.
that-
It's a good
Martha
thing.
Stewart
Yeah.
thing.
That's a funny like concept of that, but just imagine what she could do with like a fucking prison commissary, like the type of shit she could
Oh,
make
yeah.
up. Because
I
I've
don't
seen
know. You've
motherfuckers.
those, yeah, you've
I've seen
those
dudes
hood-
go in there with like they'll buy like a pack of Oreos, like a couple of those like Hostess like red velvet like cake things, and then a bunch of like gummy bears and shit, and they'll make a birthday cake out of that.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
look
real.
at you, dude. I've seen you come up with some crazy shit. You're literally covered in shit right now.
Yeah, I
Stamp
follow this
circle.
one dude on YouTube who'd been in prison for like I think he was like 20 years or something, at maximum
Yeah.
security, and
Fuck that.
they
dude.
they like use like Doritos and all kinds of shit to make pizza. It's not really pizza,
Yeah, it's-
but like that's what they call it. But they just
Yeah.
get all this goofy shit together and make as close to what they can.
I like when they come out and they
I-
think they're chefs because of that.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Well, no, like I watched a
We
guy
have a
in
homeless
there
camp.
like if you've got enough money on your commissary, like you can actually buy like packs of like meat.
yes.
And so he got like a pack of like sausages and like got a bunch of different like seasonings and like got a bunch of water and mixed them all together in a bag with like it was either like rice or a bunch of different like ramen noodles. And he fucking tied off the bag and put that in the coffee maker to boil it and made
yeah.
gumbo.
Straight up.
Like,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So the ideas these guys get with
Yeah.
the just dollar store food.
Yeah, and
know?
like there was a couple guys in there, like you can tell, like this dude's thing is everybody comes to him when they need a cake.
Yep.
yeah.
It was funny because one of the stories about them making pizza was like it takes a while to do it,
I'm calling the cake
and,
boss.
and separate people are responsible for separate things from the commissary, so they all come together to
cake
make it.
Yeah,
And they said like, oh yeah, this one dude ruined pizza night one time because he was supposed to be cutting the tomatoes. And he got like impatient and stabbed the guy that was making the crust.
that's great.
It's like you just
was-
fucking ruined pizza
Yeah.
night.
You know,
But,
running a restaurant, that happens.
What,
Yeah.
what else
Yeah.
was what
Sometimes
else was
you gotta
funny
stab
is
the guy.
while I was in there, it was football season, and
They
oh
love
my
football.
god, like it's
Oh shit, we talking about when
all
you
the
did
games
time?
are on, like
Tim
you
did a
don't-
hard time.
You don't feel like it's
Tim
not
stabbed
like
the
you're in
guy.
jail. Like
Right.
it's a football party all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody's having fun. He said the same
I
thing.
always thought
They
it's
fell on
fucked up
YouTube.
that they get a limit on how much commissary they can use each month, and so like they can't just be fucking when you're like a drug deal on the outside.
Well,
you can't
that's-
just be kind of balling inside.
Well-
Even though it's like, how balling are you? You got the most. You can eat honey buns all day. Oh, good for you. That's
In
kind
the
of your
world
limit.
of jail, you're a rich
Well,
man.
so what?
They
what
can't
I've-
have these fucking goddamn gang member like leaders walking
Doing
around
what?
like
Mm.
Paying
just-
honey
well,
buns?
hell
no,
yeah,
you're
dude.
trading shit that people like.
If you can't have money, honey buns are
Yeah.
money.
Yep.
What is the problem with
What
it,
is
though?
money?
Oh no, he's giving out too many honey buns.
He's walking
for-
around like he owns the place, and I'm a real tough guy.
Because if
He's
somebody,
in jail still.
somebody's
So am I.
somebody's in there the rest of their life, right?
Tim did time.
And their
Yeah,
favorite
but
thing in
it's
the world
special
is
that-
honey buns,
Let them
and
have
they
at the
don't
honey
have a
buns.
motherfucker to put money on their commissary. You can now run this dude by providing him with honey
Yeah,
buns.
Is
dude.
you're the motherfucker who's got the money for the all day honey buns? I'm guessing you're probably
I
not
li-
just some home guy, some homeboy who went to jail, or some motherfucker who got his DUI and ran over a little girl.
If-
You're a real motherfucker. You're probably running your shit on your own.
Look, I like honey buns, so I would just, they say you walk in, you punch the first guy, the biggest guy. I just punch the first guy with honey buns because
Still his honey buns.
it's like I'm gonna have these for 6 months.
I heard
Yeah.
that's actually a bad idea to go in there and fight the first guy you see.
It's
Yeah.
a dare.
Yeah.
'Cause you're just
Well, the
gonna
first
look like an
guy is
asshole.
the guard, so you
My
punch him.
yeah, my strategy, like I was only in there for 5 days, but my strategy is
He
I'm
stabs
not going to
someone.
talk to anybody that doesn't talk to me, and I'm going to mind my own fucking business.
Yeah, that's probably the best move.
I was standing in the yard
Yeah,
like
don't
during
look people
break
in the
time, like
eyes.
stretching my leg, and I look over and I see a guy with like a piece of fence wire, like a part of the chain link fence,
Well,
and he's sitting there scraping it on the ground to make it into a shank, and I was like,
Good.
all right, well, I don't see that.
You know what? I should probably
That's
stop
not
drinking
happening.
and driving. This is a terrible place.
this place
full of
sucks.
terrible
Mm.
people.
This place sucks.
Anyway, I'm gonna go fuck that guy for his honey bun, which
I
is
didn't
his
even-
asshole.
I didn't even take a shower. I was like, fuck this, 5 days? Nope, I'm just going to stink for 5 days. Fuck that.
I mean, what else is new, right?
Sully won't like
You're
that.
covered in shit right
Yeah,
now.
covered in shit now.
Take a break.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna take a shit
I'm going to change my pants.
because you shat them.
My, at Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Well, yes, and I have felt my destiny in quite a similar way. The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promise to love you forevermore.
Yeah.
Matt would not be like on board with these people. Like, does he not know this? Like,
Here, talk about that in front of him. You
Yeah.
want to record this into my
this
phone?
is so weird. Like,
Yo, Matt, these guys are down.
yeah.
What's up? Want to grow some weed?
But yeah, no, I found out like a lot of the guys up there, like when weed first started becoming legal, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna get on this and make hella money," not realizing that also meant the market was about to fall right the fuck out.
Right.
Like,
Well, it was funny when I was living with Andrew and all of them. I met a friend of theirs who had just gotten into it all, and the way they were going to innovate, they were going to be a distributor, and what was going to be their gimmick, if you would, not really a gimmick per se, was they were going to use a robot arm to harvest and trim the weed. So obviously not just one for all of it, but that was going to be their main method. So they'd eliminate a lot of their workforce. And it was great hearing about it because it was very innovative and thoughtful in that right. And then I was like, oh, so how long you guys been in business? And they're like, oh, about 6 years now. I'm like, oh, that sounds great. Have you turned a profit? And it's like, actually, we're about $6 million in the hole. It's like, oh
Yeah.
fuck. Well, maybe you should have just done it the old-fashioned way, huh?
Yeah.
You spent all this money trying to get rid of labor, and it turns out you ain't making any money.
Initial investment, yeah.
$6
I know
million
you
or
don't make
whatever.
money initially when you start a business, but after 6 years, dear God,
yeah, you shouldn't be going a million more in the hole.
it's
every
not a
year.
business anymore. It's a fucking charity.
Yeah, this is a hobby that you're dumping money into at this point.
God bless that man for trying. I hope he's okay.
God bless America.
And God bless America.
God bless us all, really.
Like the,
And
like
no one
the,
else.
like the cattle, we've been at that for 2 years, and we're one sale away from starting to see profit. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah. Well, most
it's-
businesses, don't they go under between 5 and 10, right? They don't see a profit in 5 and then like a true profit that exceeds what their
Yeah.
debt is. And then, if they don't see that within 5 years, it's almost a guarantee. Like somewhere between 5 and 10 years, you're done.
I think the only thing I really know about starting a business is from The Office when Michael wants to start his own paper company, comes to fucking Oscar. He's like, most places don't turn a profit for at least 3 years. Most CEOs don't take a salary for the first 2 years. Can you go 2 years without a salary, Michael?
No, you cannot. Parko's dad's place is still going.
Multi-millionaire to really start a business for the most part.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
Or
Parko's
a huge
Parko's dad's business is still going. He's selling Mexican and El Salvadorian food over there off of Lewis and Monterey.
He's selling Mexican and El Salvadorian people
People
in
over there.
sex slavery.
Food, I feel like if you're starting a business where it's like a restaurant or catering or whatever, like you're gonna know pretty quick if that's gonna be successful or not.
Maybe,
Like,
yeah, I guess. Like
If you're like 6 months in and you're still drawing like 3 customers tops a day, like you
you're
should know
fucked
to
then.
hang it up.
Yeah, you're fucked then.
Should kill yourself.
But it's surprising. Like when he opened that place up, he had us try food and stuff, and fucked, that was the greatest 4 months of my life. Pupusas, burritos, carne asada, just all this shit.
But if it's that
I love
good,
pupusas.
he's going to have a strong customer base within less than a year.
yeah,
Like,
so
that's what I mean.
he did too. That's very true. But like it was actually kind of amazing how like we're first few weeks of opening we'd go in there and there'd be people in there. It's like oh fuck, like is it location? I guess so, right? Because that's where Just Breakfast is, isn't it? Or maybe that's Southern Kitchen.
So, yeah.
I don't know. Are those in the same area off
mean,
of
they're-
Monterey?
There's always a reason.
Where
like,
on Monterey?
Monterey and Lewis is where he's at, right before downtown.
Oh,
Well, they're-
okay, yeah.
Where like DiMaggio's is.
Yeah.
there's always a pretty obvious reason when restaurants fail. Like, obviously, we've all watched Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, like, you've seen, like, it's either the food is trash or the place is just super inconvenient. Like, the
Yeah,
one
that's true.
time I've seen him go into a place and, like, clean his plate, the place still failed because it was in, like, a basement
Oh.
where you had to
Bad
walk down some, like,
locations.
rickety stairs just to get
Oh,
there. There's, like, a fucking exercise bike in the middle of the dining room. Like, you can
People gotta burn
hardly
some
tell
calories.
this place is a restaurant unless you already know it's a
The
restaurant.
best,
Right.
the best episode of that show is
Speakeasy.
Amy's Baking Company.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's ABC. It's fucking this bitch in Arizona. This trashy white bitch who like she clearly was like a hot girl in high school, and so she thinks she's still hot because she has blonde hair, but she looks trash as hell.
Oh, no.
And then her trashy Italian husband, who thinks he's a fucking mob boss,
And
like,
he's
he's
like,
no.
threatening.
and he's
No, wait, wait.
easily,
Gordon
he's
Ramsay,
easily like,
he's
he-
threatening Gordon
is he
Ramsay,
button
like,
up?
I'll get you killed.
Is he button up or tracksuit?
Button up?
Okay.
Button
well,
up, fucking,
cheap button
whatever.
up.
Cheap
Cheap,
button
yeah,
up.
it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
cheap.
no,
It's
but,
Arizona.
yeah,
it's
I-
not good.
I
fun.
figured as
he's-
much.
he's
yeah.
He's
easily-
Italian, so he's from Italy, and so he thinks he's a mob.
I was just
boss.
wondering
he's
the image he was
easily
going.
at least 15 years her senior.
I think
Yeah,
I think
oh
he
God.
did get shut
Bellissimo.
down because the entire
Amore.
episode,
Che bella.
he's trying to like
Cabela.
fight, he's trying to fight fucking Gordon Ramsay a couple times because he's like, hey, you're fucking everything up. You guys are doing terrible jobs.
Well, on top of like their food and service, she is treating the wait staff like shit, and he is refusing to
Oh,
give
yeah,
them
he
their
steals,
tips.
Yeah, he steals
Oh,
their tips.
great.
Like he tells them, he's like, yeah,
Oh,
those tips are
God,
all
yeah.
mine.
So even if your food
That'll
is
work.
good, you're not getting good
How-
service
can you-
because their
Gordon,
fucking
can you help my
servers are
business?
treated like shit.
Yeah.
We've been stealing from our employees for years. Still not doing
well,
okay.
especially the best part
Also,
about
we're
it,
not going to listen to you.
you know
Can
what
you
I'm
help
not
us?
factoring into it is all
Yeah,
the money I've stolen.
I'm gonna threaten you, implying that I'll have you murdered because I think I'm a mob boss in fucking Arizona, like Boomtown, nowhere, Arizona.
But what's great
I'm gonna,
is
I'm gonna call my buddy Steve. You know, he's gonna come down. He's gonna make an offer you can't refuse.
what's great is they either did not fail or they've just
They've
continued
opened a
pumping
new,
money into
she
it.
opened a new
Oh, they're
company.
just-
Yeah.
Amy's
And
Baking Company failed.
They are literally riding off of Kitchen Nightmares to keep it open.
Yeah,
Oh
they-
my
they
God.
still- yeah, it's
But
not
at
Amy's
the
Baking
same
As
time, like,
featured.
so they advertise that they were on Kitchen Nightmares. They have shirts making fun of Kitchen Nightmares, all this shit. But if somebody comes in trying to check the place out because they saw it on Kitchen Nightmares and they want to see what a train wreck is, they go off on the people.
Oh my God.
Like, you
yeah.
can't
It's part of
have
the
it
image.
both
He's
ways.
yelling at customers. He's telling customers that they didn't order the thing that they ordered. And like a part of the episode, like someone's like, "Yeah, we didn't order this, and we got like all the wrong thing."
Yeah.
He's like, "Nope, you guys ordered what we brought you.
have
so
you-
fucking do not try to tell me I didn't. You
Ha-
ignore that."
Have you seen the recap
Hey, you know
episode
what?
where
We
they
pay
go
the check
back?
at the end.
No, I've only seen that
So
at all.
yeah, they literally like they're wearing Kitchen Nightmares shirts.
Make
like,
sure you
Kitchen
talk into the microphone there,
Nightmares.
Cheese.
Morons.
They're fucking like they have it like on the window that they were on Kitchen Nightmares and shit. But when people come in trying to check out what they saw on Kitchen Nightmares, they fucking
Yeah,
go
they don't
off
want
on
you
them.
belittling their company.
Yeah.
They just want the positives of being on the TV show. They thought it would just be a benefit and not have people come in shitting on your shitty restaurant.
Or hear me out on this, kind of like Dick's Last Resort. That's their image, and they know it now.
Well, if they're that's
Like they were that
well,
before.
If you
That would
didn't-
be
I
fine
think if you
if
didn't do
they
bad
didn't
business.
treat people like they expect them not to treat them like the place that's known for that.
Yeah,
but
well,
they
try to-
already did that, right?
Well, I think the really thing that fucked them up is the bad business aspect. Dick's whole thing is that like Dick's
Oh.
Last Resort is that you come here knowing you're gonna get that as a
Is
customer.
that the place where they
but
make
he's
fun of the
fucking over his
customers on
employees,
person?
Too.
If
Yeah.
you put a hat on
they'll
there, write
put-
shit on it.
They always put like a piece of paper that says like slut for always. It's always like young girls get like big slut or big whore or something.
I
So
saw
it's-
someone they wear
Okay, I'll give you one.
glasses,
I'll give
just-
you one. It's not necessarily like that. They was like maybe a 12-year-old, 10-year-old kid. It was a black family hanging out when we went in Vegas, right next to us. And that kid, his hat, they get a piece of butcher paper, they cut it, and they
Just
make it
says
into
the
a big-
N-word in
make it a-
all caps.
That'd be hilarious. A big white pointy cap. That would be hilarious.
Oh,
his
all
said,
right.
His said I'm hung like a 21-year-old. That's what his said. I'm hung
Close
like a,
enough.
Yeah, I'm hung like a
I remember
21-year-old.
saw one where I saw a video where like this dad clearly didn't understand. His family didn't tell him what's gonna happen. And he brought his kids and like it's like two older kids and their younger
how often do you
daughter.
think they
and
get
I think
hit?
the youngest daughter gets like giant whore on her. Like they like put it in a piece of paper, tape it to her back. And the dad sees it. He's like, "Are you guys fucking kidding me? This is my fucking daughter here."
I so wish that somebody in the family had come in before like the dad
Told them
came
about
in
it. Yeah.
and told them about it. And was like, here, listen, we just want you to shit.
Oh,
on
he's
our
gonna
dad
flip
the
the
whole
fuck
time.
out. It's
It's
gonna be
be
great.
great.
No, I'll pay for everything. It'll be
So
great.
I think the one in Georgia for Dick's that is supposed to be like the most obscene one.
Georgia.
But like the one in
yeah.
Vegas is very tame.
Yeah, really. Of course, because they're the people that don't want to run people off.
Yeah,
They
right.
will.
well, hey.
There
Yeah,
are
they're-
people who don't understand and will get up and leave. Once you come in, you're like, "How you assholes doing today?"
Yeah,
They're like,
it's
"Fuck
Vegas.
It
this."
certainly happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
well,
probably happened
Many
often.
times, like that's definitely like it's something they had to factor in when they created the business. Like,
well, it's
I mean, maybe 1 out of 10
You know,
times someone's not gonna get it at all, and they're gonna walk right
You
the
know what
fuck
it probably
out,
is?
and
It's,
that whatever.
you know, I'm guessing it probably is, especially there, how Disney with the fucking whatever the wild fucking like the jungle ride one, how they do all the jokes.
Oh yeah.
And how like it started as like people would have their own jokes in, and then Disney like,
Yeah,
someone said a
pre-approved.
inappropriate joke, so we're gonna write you some pre-designated ones you're allowed to say. And I'm guessing they probably have that when you come to that, get hired at that.
Well,
Disc,
if you
like,
think
yeah,
about
you're
it-
allowed to say these
If you think about it,
things
the
only.
hat
Aside
thing
from
where they
that-
write something offensive on the hat is a smart way to get them like to immediately understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Because if the hat pisses you off, you should leave before you order
Right.
anything.
No one needs to say anything to you. You just see some
like,
kid with
you're
the
like,
fucking
"Yeah,
hat
bro,
on.
I'm a fucking faggot on my hat.
The other big thing about like a business
love
like
Jesus.
that is you have to market and advertise very heavily because you need people to know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw it first on I want to say it was like one of the Food Network channels. Who gives a fuck?
I first heard it on a shirt like my mom had or something.
Dick's Last
Drivers,
Resort?
dive-ins,
I
and
just thought it was
faggots.
like I saw it. And
It was
just
one of
heard, like,
those
some-
one of those shows, and the one in Georgia, like their foods are actually called
Georgia.
like the fucking French
Georgia.
fries. So you have to say I'd like an order of the fucking French fries.
me
Otherwise,
the fucking
they go the
fries.
what? You know, can I have an order of the French fries? The what? The fucking French fries. You have to say it, or at least they goad you into it as best they can.
It's a lot of fun. They have fun, you know.
They yell out orders.
They say bad
Because
words.
They'll
It's
yell
fun.
out orders
Have
and
you
just.
ever ordered a boneyard at Taco Bravo?
Defeat.
No, I've watched you eat part of one though, and goddamn.
So
Sounds
I've ordered one like
It's
3
probably delicious.
times, and the first time I thought
Triple
this was
burrito.
just my friend's mom fucking with me
Uh-huh.
because it was my
That's what
friend's
we
mom.
should do it.
But multiple times I've been there and ordered a boneyard, and the employee taking my order just starts shouting out, "All right, we got a boner. He wants a boner."
You have to at some point. I
Make the burrito.
mean, make
Make
it.
my goddamn burrito.
Joke's on
Give
me,
me those
right?
sauces before I hurt you.
Get one of them hard-ons.
The upside about knowing somebody that worked there is when my friend's mom worked there, I ordered the nachos, and she
got
used the
The
olive.
boneyard.
Well, no, she used the olives and jalapenos to make a face on the nachos for me.
He went in there and he ordered
She
a
wrote the
small
word
soda and he got
faggot
a
and,
boneyard.
olives and jalapenos.
She just wrote the N-word
She's
in all
rascal.
caps.
You know?
Just in pen too. It was just pen all over his nachos.
It's great. I couldn't eat it.
Not even on
I-
the container, on the chips.
I couldn't eat it because
it's
it's bad.
just 6
Did you
chips
draw
with
on my
N's,
nachos
I's,
with
G's,
a
and R's on
permanent
them.
marker?
Oh my god. He's like, I think they're trying to send us a message. One of the guys that worked there at Taco Bravo off of Snell when it was there was actually
work
at
gym?
the last show that I played.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
him.
The one on Snell, aka the shitty one.
I liked that one because it was down the street from my
Pussy.
house.
It was still shitty.
Tim's girlfriend used to own the other one. So.
What was ever not shitty about any of those locations though?
Dude, it's white people Mexican food, and sometimes
And
I
a
just
lot
want
of it.
I just want some fucking ground beef in my taco.
Right.
Like I know carne asada is better, fantastic.
Yeah.
I want to like my mom used to make
Shitty
it,
ground beef.
Yeah.
and then you go there and it's like your mom made
I
it.
want to
Yeah.
slam it with that sauce they got and have all sorts of heartburn, but it's
Oh,
gonna
no,
be the
I-
best heartburn.
I don't
Lean
even.
hard
I
on
don't
the
even want the
sauce.
sauce. I just want the
All right,
sour
well, get you a
cream,
boneyard, Tim.
the diced
All right.
regular tomatoes, and the shredded cheese that looks like it's Kraft shredded.
Oh, I like
all
the.
shredded up because that's how Mom used to.
I like
make
how
it.
they make
Yeah,
what's
right.
called a chili burger that has no chili in it. It's
No
just
longer.
a taco on a bun.
I don't think they have that anymore.
No, it does.
we,
They do.
we've gone fairly
No,
recently.
you know what they got rid of? They
You
got
know
rid
what
of
you
the
don't know?
Choco Tacos.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, they got rid of those Choco Tacos. Yep.
Yeah, they don't.
Did
That's
Taco
because the
Bravo have
entire
the Choco
business
Taco?
shut
They
down.
don't sell those anymore. They stopped making them.
No, I know
They're
that.
out of business.
Did they though? Or was it just Taco Bell?
So.
Did they shut
No, they
down,
did.
or is it like Twinkies where they just stopped making them and they'll
They
be
stopped
back?
making them.
Yeah, bingo. And then
No,
there'll be
whatever. Taco Bravo, they had the tacos way after Taco Bell stopped doing it. It was like a
There's
thing.
I found out there's
Oh.
a fucking place in like Santa Clara that makes like their own special Choco Tacos.
Well, that's gonna be the thing now.
Well, I think I
mean,
think
it's
Choco
literally-
Taco was
I heard
like
it's
Nestle
alright,
or something
yeah.
like
You
that.
just make a
right?
taco shell out of a fucking cone, and then put chocolate.
Also,
and
that cream
Jesus
place
in there.
fucking was such a like you know that it's it. What if we did that with a couple different kinds of cookies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of us don't fucking like oatmeal.
Hey,
I
the
love
fuck?
oatmeal.
Yeah.
What kind
Yeah.
of cookie is that?
it's
delicious.
I'm
mixes
sorry that
so
you're still
well.
12 years old. Oatmeal is delicious.
With the
For
raisins.
adults.
Oh my god! Like if it's real like smooth, like it just falls apart.
Oh yeah.
Costco.
You know what?
Hell yeah,
I
Costco.
will say.
Costco
Shout out
oatmeal,
Costco.
dude.
No free shout outs.
I will
little
say when
chili.
I was making edibles, the oatmeal cookies hit pretty fucking hard.
Tim's like just realized he liked him.
Oh,
no,
shit.
they still
Oh, the
ta-
oatmeal
they
cookie.
still tasted gross.
You
They
should have
just
put in
fucking hit
business.
harder.
That's what you meant. That's what you weren't doing slang for
Well,
they
they
were
all
good.
tasted gross.
They all
I
tasted
mean,
like they
you-
had weed in them.
Yeah, it's like it tastes like weed. You could have literally made anything.
That's fucking when I go to
That's why the blueberry muffins were
Tim
dope.
fancied himself a fucking baker.
It's funny when I go to the clubs now, and like I almost get angry when I see their like edibles, and it's like 10 milligrams, $35. You guys are out of your fucking
Yeah, I
minds.
know.
What is going on here?
If it says 10
It's not
milligrams,
even that. It's not
I
that
was
bad.
selling.
It's bullshit
I was
anyway.
selling like 12,000 milligram dozens for $35.
yeah, based on the person who wrote on your fucking butter
Yeah,
that
there's
it's
no, like,
12,000
actual
milligrams.
designation.
They can write anything they want
It
on
was
there. There's
still-
literally no one to check that.
It was still a shit ton higher than anything you
That's
were
why
gonna
I
get at
was
a
like,
club.
our edible lady was at least reasonable, or like her strong gummies were like 300 milligrams, and like the
Yeah, if you
1,000
walk up and it
the
says
1,000 ones actually fucked you up. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
So like you thought they're like
most of the time
this
they're
might
like
be a
it's
fine.
5,000 milligrams for this small cookie. And you're like, I had that yesterday. I didn't get high. You're a fucking liar.
The
Yeah.
worst were the syrups, because the syrups
oh yeah,
would
those were hot for a
advertise.
while, and they were always bullshit.
And yeah, they would advertise like 650, 750, even 1,000 milligrams, and you drink it, and like an hour later, you're like, "There's no way this
it was,
was
a
even
fucking
25."
tincture.
Oh,
They bought a
Jesus.
shitty tincture, poured it into some syrup, and was like,
Nah.
"That's 1,000 milligrams." That 20 milligram
That looks
tincture,
like
I
a-
poured the whole bottle in.
They like
That's
shake it.
1,000 milligrams.
I remember one time the Jerome came here with CT, and we're in the garage
Oh,
when
I
we saw the
got
garage.
them fucked up.
But they Tim had his things, and then like they had those syrups, and like someone
No, I
like
provided
there's
those
like
too.
3 or 4 of those syrups involved, and I just come out there later, and they're all just sleeping in the garage.
Yeah.
and I'm just sitting in the middle of them, just fucking
I
laughing.
remember that time. They clocked
Also
out in the
sleeping.
garage, and like
Awake.
4 times I tried
Everybody
to
but-
get
everybody-
both
I was
of
the
them
only
up
one awake.
separately and be like, hey, there's a couch in the house that's comfortable, and it's in the house, not in the
And
garage.
it's in
Do
the
you want to
house.
go in there? No, I'm good. I'm good
This is
right
perfect,
here.
dog.
Oh,
Alright.
I even managed to get one of them up, and he like stood up and was like, "Nah."
He probably got the spins. He felt he goes,
Yeah.
whoop, spinning. Nope.
Yeah.
Go
I
back
remember that
down.
one time they came here and like they're like we have mushrooms, and I watched Jerome eat an eighth of mushrooms.
Pass out.
And yeah, he sits there for a minute, like hanging out, and he's like, "I'm pretty tired, man. Can I?" That's when my room was another living room,
Yeah.
and he just goes in there and falls asleep on the couch for like 8
all
hours.
night. He woke
All
up
night,
the
yeah,
morning
he just
left.
slept.
We didn't see him.
I'm like,
again.
dude,
Did
did
you
you just
at
take like a
least-
heavy
Our buddy-
hallucinogen
my
and then
buddy
went to
Chris-
sleep?
Did you at
You
least
know what
have
it-
some cool dreams?
You know what I
Like,
think
fuck.
it is I think it's my buddy Chris did the same thing when he started his new job. That's like a lot more physical than he's ever been used to. And Jerome had
Yeah.
also just started his job with Caltrans and shit.
Yeah, but
And so
how
I
do you
think you're
sleep
just
on
your
mushrooms?
body's just exhausted. And it's not like it's not an upper, like even acid.
Yeah,
is
the
a
like
lot more of an upper.
the stems like make it. It feels
So-
like if you just eat the stems, it makes it feel like you're really baked, like with like an edible. Like
Yeah.
your just body's melting the couch. It's
Although-
the,
So
the
I can
cat
see
food
how like if
Also,
you're
like,
exhausted, it's clock out.
So like the one time like you guys gave me a tab of acid, like
You're a
I was
fucking freak
not-
of nature with hallucinogens.
I was
so
not
it's all out
asleep.
the window.
Yeah.
Right out the window for
But
you.
what was weird is I was not tired when you guys gave me that tab of acid.
Just get exhausted.
It just put me straight to sleep. I did not trip at all. The tab just knocked me straight the fuck to sleep.
Well, you know
It's
what?
the weirdest
Also,
fucking thing.
played a part is the chloroform. Remember when I was like, "Can you smell this?
Smell this for 5 minutes.
smell this for 5 minutes." It's like it smells weird, right? Smells weird, right?
No, but like seriously, like this was even, I'm pretty sure this was after I quit drinking, so it couldn't have even been that. Like it was just straight the acid, like put me to sleep.
Actually, you definitely drank. You drank a lot, and you went to sleep. And I was like, but normally the acid like overtakes the drink, but no.
No.
But no.
Was that the cup of liquor night?
Was I?
Was that yes?
No.
I think that is.
I could swear that was
That's the
after
night that
I
you
had
were
quit.
No,
drinking.
you're trying to catch up because we already.
You'd already had some beers by the time we got home. You'd already like drank
Oh,
half
okay.
half your 30
You're like,
pack.
last time you were liquor, and I look at you.
we get
fill a
home
cup.
and it's like 7 p.m. So we're starting our night. So we're going a little heavy-handed. And he's like, "Hey, can I get some liquor?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And we pour like a heavy drink. He pours a cup of liquor and downs it. Just fucking this back.
Oh my
I watched
Oh,
him.
yeah, I was if I'm able to do that, I'm already trapped.
I watched.
Yeah,
I
that's
watched him do
impossible.
that, and then one time he had some girl here that like was kind of flirting with Joe, and I watched Joe to show how cool he was. Down like like a highball cup, like the about that big,
Oh.
full of liquor.
Oh
And
no.
I was like, dude, you don't drink that much.
I
Yeah.
remember he did that with when we went to Reno with him. And
Poor
there's,
guy, because she was just fucking with him too.
I remember
Oh.
when we took him to Reno with us, and fucking we go to that
We
that
got
one where they have
151.
like the fucking they have like the big like
At
margaritas.
Siri.
Siri, yeah.
Siri
so
Casino.
we go there, and me
Shout
and
out,
my
no free
brother,
shout outs.
Lost
once
my
again,
wallet there.
Once again, starting the night, and we're like, hey, we're getting fucked up tonight.
I lost my wallet there. I love that place.
I did, dude.
Oh yeah, you did.
Someone-
You left your wallet
I
there,
put
yeah.
it down, and they showed me later. They're like, here's the
Guy
security
walked
video,
up and grabbed
and
it.
like I put it down, and I turn this way, and someone just like walks by, and whoop,
Yep.
just
Just
keeps
picture.
walking.
I remember I lost.
I didn't
my
have any
wallet at
cash in there, so it
Vegas
really
Smart
matter.
guy.
I got lost my wallet and phone in Vegas at ADC. Both turned in. Both had, and my
Beautiful.
wallet had like $150 in it. Not a single penny taken out of it.
What
We
a
got
nice person
we
that
got
was.
a real nice person. I'm fucking losing my mind because like we get back.
God bless
it's
those
5
You
in the
got
morning.
lucky
I go
Oh
as
get
yeah, he
fuck.
called me at
Right.
5 in the morning. He's
Yeah.
like, he tracked my phone.
I go get trash and fucking and then go down with my buddy and his sister to go like they were like we're gonna go gamble. I was like fuck it, I'm not sleepy, I'm not tired, so I'll go down with you guys.
Yeah.
Go down there. Go down there and fucking go to tie my shoe, set my phone and fucking wallet on the table, and like get it finished, tie my shoe, walk off. And I realized like, oh my god, I don't have my fucking phone or wallet, I don't have my ID, so I
Genius.
can't even gamble either.
Yeah.
And so fucking go back to the room. Ask him. I'm about to ask my buddy, ask your cousin or fucking Brandon, like,
Your
hey,
buddy, yeah.
can you call my phone? And he's like fucking, he's sleeping, and he's like, what? I can see he's pissed off. I was like, why are you
'Cause
fucking waking me up right now?
Because
Like, we're sleeping
he was
right now.
drunk though, right?
Well,
Like,
no,
and he was
well,
sleeping?
it's just we're coming back from the whole night fucking
Okay.
festival, so
Yeah,
we get
12
back
hours.
at 5 a.m.
He's in a
Yeah.
deep sleep.
And so he's
Yeah.
been up all night, and then he's just exhausted.
Yeah.
And so fucking I wake him up, I'm like, hey,
Grumpy,
can you call my
yeah.
phone? Because like his phone wouldn't unlock. I didn't know how to unlock it. And right then, somebody calls his phone from my phone. I was like, oh shit. And they're like, hey, it's the security, and this phone and wallet just got turned in. You want to come grab them? Like, fucking, thank God. Fucking
Yeah, for real.
Vegas, you did me right tonight.
Let's see the way Chris
I
said
remember
it.
you
like-
told me to track it. And I was like,
yeah.
it's at the casino, like sitting like towards the edge of one of the buildings.
That doesn't mean
That's all it tells.
anything, yeah.
It doesn't mean anything, but it was
Well,
probably
it
where
did.
the
It
fucking
was where the security office was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a fucking thing. It was sitting there.
A guy, a fucking good person who's like, hey.
I got him one of those things for the collar. If he
Oh,
runs
yeah.
away, it's a Apple AirTag.
AirTag.
I can
Oh,
track
nice.
on my phone. It's crazy the way these things work. They don't actually like use Wi-Fi or
He
satellite
wants you to
signal.
stop.
They-
He's like, what the hell are you doing?
it bounces any other iPhone in the area. It bounces off that and tells you where it's at. So
No
if
shit.
he's near an iPhone, it'll tell you where he is. It has no battery or anything.
Right,
It's
right.
just
So
for
you're-
life.
You're only fucked if he gets into a really
That's why-
Android
it also
heavy
tells you-
area.
It also
Yeah.
tells you like if you have one near you, like that there's been one near you. So because the like crazy stalkers, they put them in people's gas caps, and so
Oh,
they
shit.
basically can track wherever you go. People like what's his name, Ryan. His sister found one in her gas cap one time. Like, so they open up the thing, they put it in there, close it,
Yeah.
and now they could basically GPS track wherever you're at.
I
Well, I'm
would
checking
so-
that when I get home.
I would so fuck with that. Like, I'd take a really good guess at who might have put it there and think, what is the funniest place I can have this thing go, like, to fuck with this person?
he puts it right up
They're
his
not
ass.
gonna know it's. How would they know it's in your ass? Come
Well,
on.
because the thing is, if you're in your room, that's where your ass is.
You could be anywhere and it could still be up your
That's
ass.
where your ass. Well, not necessarily. You
Last
could
night,
fall on a wood chipper.
so I went to sleep last night. I woke up and there's this fucking Apple
AirPod in his
AirPod.
ass.
air tag in my ass.
Creative way.
Oh, that's
Very
great.
creative.
So
Be
I
worse
guess
if it
no
was an
robbing
AirPod.
banks for me.
Yeah.
Because what am I gonna do? They're gonna know it's where my ass.
Well, it's funny the way you said it in the beginning when we were talking about Siri Casino and getting the Bacardi one, getting Joe drunk on Bacardi over there. The way you
Yeah, we
said
forgot
I
about
didn't
that.
the
finish
way
that
you
story.
the way
yeah.
I'll let you tell it. The way you said it when you're like, I lost my keys there, or I lost my wallet there. The way you said it made it sound like Siri Casino. Oh yeah, I love that place.
I love that
lost
place.
my wallet there.
Ah, dude.
Like that's the reason why you love it. I love that place. I lost my
Nah,
wallet
but-
there.
So we had like mixed drinks with 151 in it, and I lost my wallet there.
I lost my wallet
You know who took it? A lovely African American fellow.
Melican?
You know who took it was
African American.
probably that prostitute I handed it to and said, "Take everything."
It was an African.
No, it was her pimp.
It was an African American. So he was like a redneck, like country bumpkin dude, but a black guy.
Yeah, well, he's got
America,
standards.
nigga.
He
was
talks
like-
just like that. Yeah.
He's in the KKK, but he's black.
I was
Yeah.
So you get it?
Well, not
It's
necessarily.
Nevada,
But he I don't know. He
I can
speaks
smell
with the same accent and everything. I guess as a joke more than anything.
I was living in Reno, and there's that big, like, when you're going down the strip, there's that big empty patch that it seems like a building used to be there, and there's always, like, people
did.
selling art shit or something.
Actually, they were gonna build apartments there, and then they just abandoned it because
Oh,
nobody
'cause
goes
it
there
didn't
anymore.
cost more, Yeah, and so, but it's always
I'm
funny.
not going.
It's like, I was
I was
like,
gonna build a whorehouse
you'd have
there,
to,
but I
you'd
figured
have
it
to
was easier to
assume
put them in
people
the
come
corner.
and buy some of those shitty art things. But I always wonder, like, go and ask them, like, do you think anyone's ever bought something and didn't almost immediately throw it away into the trash once
Like
they
right into the
realized
garbage?
what I fucking bought?
Well,
Thank you.
Whenever you walk
What
around,
would be
those-
great is he's like, "Yeah, but they still gave me their money,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I still
fuck
got my
them."
money, so
Just
There's a
keep the
reason
money.
they have those like frivolous, like when you're like in Vegas, you're like, who the fuck's buying like a Coach purse here? What it is, like last night I won 20 grand, so now I got money that's silly.
And I
I'm
can
gonna go
buy-
to the Coach store and buy my wife a fucking
Yeah, that's
$10,000 purse, and they're like, okay, yeah, we marked it up $8,000. So basically, it just goes right back to the house. You fucking
even
moron.
better, it's always in like the fucking gift shop. It's like shitty candies that are overpriced and like a fucking $10 bottle of Coca-Cola, and then a $9,000 Coach bag that's in some
Oh,
like
yeah.
fucking stand.
You got to do it, dude. I just won big at the
Great.
tables. Best not save this money.
Best not go buy a Coach bag somewhere where it's $8,000 cheaper.
What really happened is they spent about the same amount of money trying to get that amount of money.
Or there's a
They're
lot
like,
of
I made no money.
Yeah, that's what it really is. Let me buy my wife this $9,000 Coach bag so she doesn't rip my nuts off by
Honey.
losing 10 grand.
I won 20 grand. We're getting married tonight.
Well, and the funny
You know,
part
I'm gonna
about
go
it
to
is
this 24-hour fucking jewelry store, and I'm gonna buy you a ring that you deserve when I'm in the right state of mind. I've
love?
had 450 drinks,
Because love, it's like a circle.
and I won 20 grand tonight. And you know what? I'm gonna
I
buy
only had to
that.
spend 50.
I'm gonna buy you that ring that you deserve. That it probably cost them about $3,000. I'm gonna pay 25.
And then your mom says, "Who is this?"
And then the woman's like, "I
Who
don't."
are you?
No, your mom specifically. You accidentally called your mom and said
Who
all
are
of this.
you?
Who is this?
Even better, your mom's
Chris,
like,
is that you? Bryce, is that
even,
you?
Even better than your
Hold
mom
on, let me
says,
put on my glasses. I
new
can't
number,
hear.
who dis?
New number. That'd be hilarious if your mom did that to you. New number. Who this?
New phone.
New phone.
You know what's great? My mom forwards me videos from TikTok,
All the time.
Oh, nice.
and they're informational videos, where it's like, how those things are like,
Are they ever
how to
wrong?
make money as a
don't
side
watch them.
gig.
Oh.
It's like you
I
could
would
sell your
totally
butt
watch
on the internet or something, and like
Your parents send you this.
I'm like, Mom,
Sell your butt on the internet.
Our mother.
Sell your butt on the
it's
internet.
that or my
All the time,
body.
yeah.
That's the
It's
kind of
always
stuff.
weird self
She
shit
seems
on
really
it.
focused on me becoming a hooker.
Oh, she's
and-
been hacked.
No.
What?
No, I think
They're
that's
weird
her-
random. They're random
Look,
occurrences.
I've known her for
that are-
33 years,
It's clearly something
and
she
she
follows,
loves
too.
making me a hooker.
She wants you to be a hooker.
Great.
That's it.
She loves it.
That's like my mom like constantly, because my weight goes up and down pretty like
Fatty.
wildly. Like I'll be fat as shit like one
Yeah,
week,
lose
and then
weight,
like a
you
month
fat
later
fuck.
I'll be like half as fat.
Yeah, I've been
And
meaning
then,
to
like-
talk to you. You're fat.
So like every time I go to my mom's house when I've lost weight, she feels the need to point it
to
out,
call you a homosexual.
despite me saying
fat.
every single time, yeah, I don't care.
Does she say it like
So-
this? Hey, Tim, you're not as fat as shit right now.
I look at that fucking humble brag. I always go to my
Yeah.
mom and she's
You know,
like,
I'm
"You're
always
so
in a great
skinny."
shape.
Well, no,
and then she's like, "You make so much money. You're so goddamn
and then when I-
successful."
when I-
Then
when
she
I
sucks
go
my
over,
cock.
when I go over after I've fucking gained weight, she feels the need to point that out too.
Hey, you're
like,
fat again.
I don't.
Hey,
I
don't.
love to say that it's your
Fuck
first
that.
words out of her mouth.
Yeah.
You lose the weight, and she's like, "Hey, you're not so fat this time." Then when you gain the weight, "Hey, you're fat again." How's
like-
your day going?
Or like I'll be eating and like I'll go for like a second plate of food and she'll be like, don't you think you've had enough?
Lady, I'll tell you what.
Lay off me! I'm
I'll eat whatever
starving.
the fuck I want. Like, fuck. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's the
turn
same
into-
for me. Whenever I go, my mom's like, "You're killing it financially," and like you're so skinny, and like you're
Getting
great.
women all
and
the
I'm like,
time. You're
"Mom, you're
fucking-
making me embarrassed."
Mom, don't tell me how
Mom,
many
stop telling me
bitches I
how great
fuck.
I'm doing. I'm fucking killing
no,
it.
it's
I've
literally
been killing
just-
it for
it's-
years.
No,
Stop
it's
embarrassing me
literally
with how
just
many
the weight
bitches
thing.
I fucked and all the weight I lost.
And it
Don't
doesn't
take
matter,
3 steps
like,
back on your
what
humble
it's
brag,
been.
faggot.
It's always fucking like comments on the weight, like whether I've lost weight or gained weight, like, and I can't get it through to her. I don't care about my weight.
You will
Stop
die a
bringing
fat,
it up.
skinny man. A skinny, fat man. Forever.
On her
Fuck.
deathbed,
You'll
she's
die
just like,
forever.
Just
And
tell
then she's
Tim.
like, "You have a great job, and you're so successful." You know, and my mom always says that too.
Mine
She's
does.
always
Mine
super.
does.
She's like, "You're doing great."
My mom says that.
She loves it.
Don't make fun of me.
She loves it.
My mom says that I am her
It's
only
not.
boy.
It's not Bryce and I's fault that our moms love us.
It very much is.
It is your.
Why don't your
mom wants-
parents despise you
Yeah,
the same?
I was gonna say your mom wants you to be a hooker. What the hell?
You
Why
know what?
don't
I
you live
found
up to their
dude.
standards?
So like I was.
What is
I was
it?
out in
Due
public.
date when fucking Robert
Hot
Downey
topic.
Jr.'s like talking about how shitty his dad is, and Zach Galifianakis'
Oh,
character
my
just
dad
goes,
loved me.
"Oh, my dad loves me."
Never say something like that.
That's basically how I feel.
Oh shit, dude! I have a really like it makes me look bad story. They met this woman and she's like, "You're the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life," and I was like, "You're making me embarrassed."
You're embarrassing me. Don't-
It's really
Yeah,
anyway. You guys should feel really bad for how hard it's hard. It's for me.
It's hard.
It's
Whatever
hard,
for a
dude.
pimp, you
I don't know what's going on here, but is that when I would be like,
Tim was
Bryce
rumble
has just
bragging,
tried
and
to make
I'm
the
taking
same
it
joke for
to.
about the 5th time in a row.
okay.
I think it's landing.
Anyway, Tim's killing it. Stamps.com.
There was one time that I went into work and I was promoted and I didn't know it.
My boss was like, "You're doing such a great job,"
That was literally.
and I was like, "You're
Actually-
embarrassing
But he was
me."
also making a comment on how bad of a job I was doing. It's always
Actually,
about the job.
my coworker
I
had
said, "Why are
messaged
you
me.
so critical of me?"
My coworker had messaged me saying like congratulations, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, it's in the email, like. So I have to go through the address book, and it says my new title. I'm like,
You're
oh.
fired.
Yeah, yeah. What was the word? Rejected or like void?
I was like,
Press
it's
a
weird
void.
that you announced this to the whole company, but that's great.
Why did you tell me congratulations? Oh, I fucking hate this
I
place.
hate this guy. I hate this guy.
And I don't like you
I
either.
thought you were getting out.
Oh, congratulations, Bryce. What happened? Oh, you're fired.
You're fired.
You're finally out of here, man. You did it.
You made it.
Hell yeah.
You finally made it.
You know
out.
what? Make sure you throw
Congratulations!
some
You're
shit.
gonna get a new job soon.
We're promoting you to. We're promoting you to customer.
We're gonna promote. Your office is gonna be. It's out in the front in your car. And also, could you move your car, please?
We're gonna be calling the police.
You've been promoted to heavily scrolling LinkedIn for free.
Yeah.
You're doing so
on
great.
your
We're
own-
gonna have security escort you out to your new office, i.e., your car.
We're actually gonna let you
We
take
were
some of the stuff
so-
that you brought.
Just
We
remember
were
when,
so pleased with your performance. We already packed your shit up for you.
It's all in a box.
I remember when you guys were doing that job at Google, and we fucking stopped by the office before we went to the
Warped
fucking
Tour.
Warped Tour.
Yeah.
And then
All the
Brandon
Google people
hurt
were
his
just making
hand
fun of
on the
him.
fucking punching machine,
No,
the
he didn't.
boxing machine. I remember he fucking like hit it once, and he fucking hit it and followed through and like cracked fucking the metal. And so he was just sitting there like he didn't like fuck it up.
Oh,
Like, he's
yeah,
just sitting
I
there, like,
remember.
the rest of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
day
you're right.
I could tell like it hurt, and he's just like. I'm like, he realized he's like, I was drunk and did not really think that went through, and
Yeah.
wanted to show how strong I am.
Did you?
He
Did
was
you?
sat at it for like 15
Wait,
minutes.
did you ask him about it? And he was like, "I'm okay." Like, did that
I
ever
didn't
happen?
say anything. I could
Oh.
just
No,
see
he'll
him fucking-
visibly show pain.
Yeah.
No, that would have
He
been
was just
great
embarrassed.
if like you keep asking him about it, and he's just like, "No, it's fine, it's fine."
He would probably
Try
be
to
like,
deny
"It's
it.
fine. Fuck, it's not fine.
He's like visible. He's got an ice pack on it. It's okay.
It's good, dude. What are you
I walked
talking
around
about?"
with a broken hand for
I
like
did
5
that- I
days
did
trying to
that too.
convince
I did-
myself that I didn't break my hand.
Yeah.
I think I might
Oh,
have
smart.
a broken hand.
Football?
Austin has one right now.
Do you?
Oh, no,
It's like,
Tuesday.
I just heard some once in a while.
It clicks. It clicks.
Thankfully
So
not.
it's like the
Totally
same thing.
suck, yeah.
I know my
It still
shoulders.
clicks
like,
sometimes, but it's all right.
My shoulders weirdly pop all the time. That's
I remember
fun.
I broke my wrist fucking
probably
hanging out with
AIDS.
my friends
Probably.
as a kid, Bob and Russell, and fucking Russell. We're riding on the forklift, and he goes down the hill and can't stop, and I got pushed like forklift into my body into a fucking Connex.
Oh
And,
god.
like, I like put my hand out, tried to stop it.
Yeah.
Fucking clear, was just like a hairline fracture.
Broke
But
it.
still.
all
What the
night,
fuck
like,
were
we
they
went
doing
to-
with a forklift?
Oh, they're
we were
children.
at the shop.
No, there's
before
forklifts
the
that are fine, dude.
softball
They just
game,
play.
and the children are allowed to play on the
Hell yeah.
forklifts after the day ends before the softball game when everyone's having a few drinks.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, well,
And
that's-
so I'm all night.
Well, the
I'm
kids been
sitting
drinking
there
beer.
in fucking the worst pain I had ever been in my life at that point.
Yeah.
And
So-
they're playing and shit, and like trying to get me to keep playing with them. I was like, "No, I'm in so much pain."
I'm so wounded.
Spent the night at their house in terrible pain. Woke up like 4 a.m. I called my mom. I was like, "I need to go to the fucking hospital now." And
Yeah.
like, I remember she had her, she had their big truck. What was the one that Dad got lifted? It was like a Tahoe or something that our dad was having.
You
his,
guys had a
little
Tahoe.
man syndrome,
Yeah.
and he had her lifted like
'Cause they had a
7
Suburban.
inches.
Yeah.
And so she fucking hated it. But she comes flying
you looking
around
for?
the corner and fucking almost fucking like tips the car, stopping, like, get in now! Let's go!
The way that happened though, it's at least better than what I thought. Like for some reason, the way you were telling it, I was like, why do they just have a forklift at their house that they're playing around
The
with?
fucking
Yeah,
narrow
that
is-
inside.
That's definitely a no-no. But those things are fun.
I was like, they
A
had a
pallet jack, do you mean?
forklift that was just a toy for them.
It's the whole like 2 forks.
Yeah, but you push it.
No,
Do you
no,
drive it or
it's a
do you
driver.
stand
Oh,
behind
He's,
shit.
it?
driving, he's driving it.
Oh, no
Me
way.
and
It was
Bobby
an
are
electric
on the,
forklift.
Are on the forks.
Oh,
And
genius.
at one point he goes to lift up
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
no, I
car.
get it now.
Bobby gets off. I'm too scared. And then he goes and like fucking loses his hits a hill and he can't. He's tries hitting the brakes, but it's just fucking sliding
enough.
down
Yeah.
and slides me right in the Connex.
Oh my
I
god.
I do remember I had a story like that when I don't know how young I was. I was younger than 10. I know that. I was young enough to do something this stupid. So we're at a party. Like I'm at a party with my
last
parents,
week.
And fucking yeah, like last week. I'm at a party with my parents, and like I see like everybody like messing with
Pants
the
party?
fire, like using like the fire pokers and the tongs and shit. to, like,
Yeah.
move wood around. And so of course, like I'm young enough to decide I want to do that, but not
I
old enough
must.
to know like there's a right end to grab and a wrong end to grab. And so I pick up the wrong end of the tongs and immediately like burn my thumb so bad there's like a fucking blister like half an
Yeah.
inch fucking thick. And my parents just handed me like a cold Coke can and had me walk around with a cold can on my finger. Like,
Yeah.
should
what
we
else
not
can
be
you do?
leaving?
I
Your
know, right?
child just
Yeah,
fucking
fair
burned
enough.
the fuck out of their
No,
hand.
that's the
like,
day that Tim became a man.
Maybe we get some ointment. I don't know. You guys got any?
Yeah.
Anybody have ointment?
Anyone have ointment for this homosexual? I mean, my son.
Ointment or oatmeal? One of the two.
Anyone have any oatmeal?
I love oatmeal, especially the
I
cookies.
love it, dude. The brown sugar.
The brown syrup, butter.
Brown sugar. You can take.
Some
looking
people don't
back,
like it.
Looking back on it, I'm starting to wonder: did I tell my parents, or did I just grab a cold soda can and fucking?
Yeah, right. Probably the second one. Too embarrassed to
You
say
probably
anything.
just ate like fucking mad that they're like, why aren't they paying attention to me? I'm
You
clearly
sure it was a book? You
I'm
sure it
not
wasn't
noting-
nothing?
I was gonna say, like, you're a little kid. You don't want to get caught, like in trouble. Like maybe
Yeah.
this will be okay.
I wasn't supposed to touch that thing. And
Yeah.
I did.
And
Yeah, I
did.
don't. I was young. I was young enough that I don't remember like whether it was that or that I was just ignored.
I was definitely at some family function as a child, maybe like 3 or 4, where like there was a pool with like a cover over it, and it wasn't like a very good cover, and it was basically just sitting on the water. But I'm like, this will work.
You should have run
I'll
across.
walk, I can walk.
No,
on
I
this.
just jumped right on it,
Yeah.
in it. I just plop,
Yeah.
and so like
That's
fucking
the way everyone fucking
I end
says
up
it'll
at the-
die.
I've
at
definitely
side.
done that. I was just fortunate enough that
At
there
a-
was an adult very
at a big
nearby.
family event. I'll bet you it was like 30 minutes in. I'll bet you anything. Probably like 30 minutes in and saw that shit. I was like,
damn it.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, immediately just like, I got to check that out, dog. Like, I got to see what that's all about. Fucking end up on the edge of the ledge right there. My mom's just like I guess remember her being like, disappointed or flustered or something.
I do remember the time.
My
like,
son's
I learned,
retarded.
Like,
But see, he's an idiot.
I do remember the time I learned like one of my uncles, like this guy is more of a badass than the rest of my uncles.
Yeah,
Like,
I have that
the
uncle
ones
too.
that the ones that are married in.
Yep.
Because fucking we're at my uncle like my blood's house, and a baby somehow fell in the pool, and I see all the uncles like standing by the pool, and they're all dressed, and so they're all sitting there like starting to take stuff off, and one of them just jumps in fully clothed and just fucking dives straight in and does not come back up without the baby, like immediately.
Damn.
Fucking
Went
baby.
after it. Yeah. Went right after it.
Like,
I have the
y'all are
baby.
fucking pussies. He's the fucking dude.
Yeah, he actually cared. I gotta take off my pants.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
Wanna wrap that gavel up, B?
You ready?
Let that gavel up, Make
don't
sure you're
forget-
heading out that patreon.com/hang from the rafters. Get the first 100 episodes and all the video episodes for there. Get on that fucking like
I
Tyson
still have a
loves
penis, damn it.
that's the motto. Stuck in the game. Yeah, it's a picture. Yeah, it's a job. Maybe that's why I do it so odd. Walk around just like I was God. Kick it so live when I'm with the gods. Freeway strike and we be lightin'. If I die, remember the Titans. 22s, 25s, chocolate 9s and 45s. Let 'em rip all through the sky. This for the ones that hate that I'm high. When you see me, it's no surprise. Tap your brain and blow your mind. Betting on Lakers and takers and fakers and makers. And mommy, we do it for paper. Come with the vapors and capers for papers. It's cool, someone will call later. 'Cause me and my homies love the bottle like Tyson loves toast tomato. So on them days you feel real bad, think of the best week that you ever had.